Wow, riser sole.
Riser sole?
A 90-gram weight in a sole?
How in the world do they do that? Seriously? It's all titanium?
This thing launches.
And it just doesn't spin. I can't believe how far this thing goes.
Do you have riser sole?
Seriously, this is the longest fairy wood you will ever hit.
Scott McCarron, you know this guy knows.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
And welcome back to Big's Golf Talk BGT TV on the Ignite Golf Network. Igniting golf one company at a time. I am Big John Quick. He is the golf father, Bill Cuevas. And we are teeing it up here on the 10th tee. And later on, our third will be joining us, the wisest man in golf, Greg Wise. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to LinkedIn, and subscribe with us on YouTube. And Bill, as we put it out on number 9, talked a little bit about officiating and officials and players, and how parents react and their behaviors. And as we exited and ended that segment, I talked about solution, and I talked about becoming a part of the solution.
Yes.
Well, there's an organization out there that has stepped up and is offering solutions. But they have also have the latest news that they have partnered up with Battlefields to Ball Fields, something here in New Mexico that the NMAA, which is the New Mexico Activities Association, Athletic Activities Association, certainly supports. 2 organizations dedicated to creating opportunities for military veterans while also bolstering the ranks of youth sports officials, have announced a partnership designed to identify more candidates and support them with training, certification, and equipment required to thrive in the role. Battlefields to Ball Fields, B2B, was founded back in 2017 by Mike Piera. You might know the name. He is a retired Fox football official, NFL football official. Current rules analysis for Fox Sports broadcast, and a longtime football official who took inspiration from conversations he had with military veterans struggling to find a path in civilian life. And Bill, we talked about this in the first segment. Remember me running across that military guy on a highway and selling water just to survive.
Yep.
Over time, Battles to Ball Fields has established a scholarship fund to help veterans gain a foothold in the world of sports, officiating. And someone else that also has done that is a good friend of mine for many, many years, from Illinois. He is an assigner out there with Illinois Officials Association, but he's also part of Triple Crown Sports, is Jordan Cohn. And Jordan, you with many others, but you mainly started up Protect the Game, and Protect the Game is essentially a part of offering an opportunity with training equipment to military veterans, but not just the veterans, but their families.
Yes, John, by the way, thank you very much for taking the time with me. We at Protect the Game, we train military families and the military veterans to become the sports officials, like you said, and we'll get them equipment, we'll train them, we'll get them connected with a local assigner and get them working games as soon as possible. We have partnered with Battlefields to Ball Fields, and it's just it's a great fit. They get veterans that are always coming to them. They don't have the ability to train them, so then we get them and then we train them. We've just completed 2 trainings in the last month, one in New Jersey and then one in Phoenix, Arizona. and we've had 50 people go through our training in the last month. That's the most we've ever had. So we feel like we're making big strides finally. COVID slowed us down. We had a couple years there that we couldn't really do much just because of COVID, but now we're getting going, and we're getting some veterans, getting them to work. So.
Mm-hmm. So we're kind of lucky. I'm thinking about how the connection that we have, golf, baseball, and I'm thinking, to make your what can we do to try and make your tournament even a bigger success, where you can help support. We're lucky we have a lot of different friends inside of the military that have and run great organizations that will have the ability to reach out to and see what they can do to help, especially since it's for military and what you guys are doing. And besides, it's for kids. We there's a big gap in what you guys do for it. And as a parent of kids that I coached baseball, I coached basketball, football, I did it all. And I see it's gotten rough and worse over the years. And I did it in New York. So that's a whole new world in New York City. So it's different, but I see the chaos and the stuff that's going on. And there's a lot that we're hoping that we're able to do to help your great cause. I heard about it last year. It was the first time that I heard what you guys do. But Biggs, it just so happens one of our sponsors just went into baseball. So we will reach out to him. We could reach out to a couple of guys, whether it be the belt company, it could be, Major Ed, see if we can get something from John Daly to auction off or do something to help raise money. We reach out to Robert because he entered. Let's see if we could do something with John from Volition America, because they do heavy military, heavy in baseball, heavy in golf. See if we can get stuff for there. So I'm kind of excited. I was listening to it and it just clicked this morning, because everything else is overwhelming. But then baseball and clicking on how we can help, the veterans do what you do with your program, Jordan. How long? John knows. I don't know, in the audience though. How long does it take, and how are our veterans and their families able to sign up with you guys?
So our training, our training's usually been 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
We get them ready to get started, and then once we get them with their local assign or whatever, then they will put them with a mentor, somebody who's been around the game and been officiating, and get them started. A lot of times I ask these guys if they have a military veteran who is working for them and use them as a mentor, because just the connection alone between the veterans it's incredible. You can we have our website. It's called protectthegame.com. There's information on there. You can sign up for the trainings. We are about to post 6 or 7 trainings more that we're going to do across the country here in the next week or so. We're looking at one in Pennsylvania, one in Myrtle Beach, one in College Station, Texas. We'll do one in Vegas later on in the year. We're going to do one in Colorado also. So we have a few that are, and then we're starting to make some fast pitch softball in there also, because our company Triple Crown Sports is very big, very noted for fast pitch softball also. So we're training in both of those, and then down the road we're looking at getting involved in basketball or just any other sports that there are, so these guys can
follow their passions. Maybe they don't like baseball,
Exactly.
Maybe they want to officiate somewhere else. So that's pretty cool.
And here's the thing, Bill. In baseball lately, there's a lot of crisis management, and management of behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
What better to have a veteran who has been under the extreme pressure in most cases under war, that can handle a crisis and and use that skill, right?
As you guys are talking, I get chills and stuff like that. My daughter's graduating from our MOS school in less than a week. I'll be with her, and I'm thinking, like, how cool would it? Because how umpires, you got your specific uniform and stuff like that. But I identify those individuals that are out there, even from your program, that they are military, so people can recognize that. Because when I go in the street, I have respect for all military people. When I see, John, I know you got.
Yeah, so I will answer that right away for you. So there's another organization out there And in my association, and here in New Mexico,
Mhm.
I want them because they get hats typically, or they
Okay.
get patches to put on
Uh-huh.
their shirts. And I want them to wear that uniform. I want them to wear that hat during games so they can feel proud of what they've accomplished. And it
Absolutely.
identifies what you're talking about,
Mhm.
identifies that training that they have received.
Yes, and I think it goes a long way because you could have the biggest really terrible person out there, and if the one thing that they should and can respect is the military and their service to their country. So I know for me, when I see them, and we've done it, we've gone out, we bought them their breakfast, we've done stuff like that because that's what it's about. My daughter called me crying when she got on the airplane and to come visit me for the first time. I'm like, what's wrong? And she goes, a woman gave me $10. And I was like, okay, why are you crying? She thanked me for my service and I don't deserve it. And I was like, you do deserve it. You wear that uniform. You're going through what a lot of people won't go through. And you're a woman at that. So be proud. She was acknowledging what you do. Yeah, you're humble, but you don't need to cry and break down about it. And that's what these people need. They need that recognition. We forgot them way back when. Now we got to embrace them, recognize them, and show them a lot of love. So I like what you guys are doing.
One thing I want to do is because we got to get to the nuts and potatoes, because one thing that golf is probably number one at. Golf outings are probably number one fundraisers for any kind of
Yes.
association or companies or anything like that. Protect the Game is actually hosting a golf outing, and that's one of the reasons why we're having Jordan on today, as I'm a part of this golf outing as well. As I'm out there, my second year being a part of it, with my good friend Jim Evans. Oh my God, Jeff, getting together with him. Their sleepless nights brings back the good old days. But Jordan, the golf outing is there to raise some money to help fund Protect the Game. This is how you guys get the funding, being able to provide, the equipment, the training, your staff to travel to these destinations to provide this training and provide the funding for this. Talk about this golf outing that you guys have coming up in August.
Okay, it's Saturday, August 19th. It's a scramble, 8 a.m. shotgun start. We run the golf outing. Through the golf outing, we have a silent auction at the end. We do other things to raise money, whole sponsorships, any type of sponsorship. All that is listed on our website. And it's a great day. It's a fun day. We have we actually this year we're picking 4 of our veterans who went through our trainings, and we're going to fly them out there, and we're going to give them a foursome. So it'll be 4 people from all around the country, guys who never met or whatever, and they're going to be in their own foursome, and they're going to be able to play. And it's really just a great day. It's like I said, we have a lot of good silent auction items, so we're always looking for more items, for auctions. The
more the better, right, Jordan?
Absolutely.
I actually walked away with a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, one of our sponsors is so they do.
I had to stash that in my checked baggage to come home on.
There you go.
The one thing I also want to say to any officials out there, if you're a sports official, be a part of this. We want you to be a part of this. Give back, right? Because I will tell you this: what Jordan does at this golf tournament is they recognize any sports official in attendance there.
Nice, cool. Now, inquirings they really want to know, because you see it on social media for this. You keep talking about they might see Biggs Golf Talk and everybody else. Are we going to commit to doing a show out there? Because the calendar fills up, and it's not really a long ride from New Mexico to Colorado, but or a flight, regardless of what you do. But it's something. You know what? I've never experienced on that kind of side. I've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of tournaments. We've done Puerto Rico. We've done all over the place. We've gone all around the country, and we've gone to Colorado too, for the Foes of Honor military organization. I think this would be different it'd be something different, something new, and something interesting that we can tie in all together. So yeah, I'm up for it. If Jordan, if they invite us, Jordan, we
Jordan and I are talking off the air about that, and
okay,
see if we could make that happen with having Big's Golf Talk doing a live show from the event before the event kicks off, and have some of those veterans and stuff on the show to talk about their experience.
yes,
I think that would be a good thing to have.
I think it's really good because that's what people want to hear. They want to know and talk to the people that have actually experienced it, gone through it, and the impact that it has on their life, on what they're doing and how they're progressing. And we've done shows like that in the past, with other organizations where and I think that has the biggest impact when you're seeing the people that are actually being affected by it and the ones that are having that personal growth and being touched by what you guys do. You guys can talk about it, but they actually live it. And that's what people want.
Now, Jordan, for those that can't be a part of this tournament right now, if you're watching us on BGT TV, you're seeing the screenshot up on your screen right now about how you could be a part of this event on Saturday, August 19th at the Highland Meadows Golf Club in Windsor, Colorado. And you can register at protectthegame.com. But, Jordan, if people can't be a part of the event itself, do you accept donations? How can people actually directly be involved in this, even though they can't be a part of the golf event?
Yeah, on our webpage, we have a separate donation right on the front page of it that you can donate there. We also have whole sponsorships like this, and then we have the foursome. So yes, if donations are welcome, we gladly accept them. It's been the way that we've survived so far through this, was just through the donations and through the golf outing and other fundraisers that we've done.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask this earlier, but when I get a chance to, when did you start Protect the Game, and are you surprised the growth in a short amount of time that you have started this program?
We started it right around 2019. It was a little slow at first, and then obviously we had the whole COVID thing, and that kind of came to a screeching halt for us for about 2 years. We had a real hard time, couldn't get training set up or anything like that. But we're back running now. We're like I said, we've just trained over 50 people in the last month, and so it's we're getting a lot more involvement from people. Our partnership with Ball Fields to Battlefields was the key, because like I said, they have a lot more veterans. He has access to them, and they will sign up through them. And then when they give them to us, like I said before, we could train them. So that's been a great partnership so far. We thank them so much. They've been just so good to us, and they help us with the equipment. We get our umpires' equipment through Umpatire, and then the uniforms are through Cliff Keen. And so they help with all the veterans. They literally will help us get their equipment, and the family members, we take care of the family members that sign up.
That is awesome. And I'll tell you what, if you guys have a PSA video, promo video, make sure I get that, and we'll air it every week here on Big's Golf Talk. And and one thing I want to mention, Jordan, is you guys just don't train these guys for the 4 days. A lot of times, Triple Crown will be in the area hosting a tournament, and you actually right away put them to work, don't you?
Yes. We ran a week short here in Arizona, so we didn't get him. But there's another group of officials that we work with closely out there, and he's probably getting 5 or 6 of them on the field this coming weekend. So they're going to get started as close to immediately as possible. And we've been trying to surround our trainings around where our major tournaments are. So the next week we can get them on the field and get them going.
And I will tell you this, Pathway is here for 4 weeks in the summertime. Any of those veterans want to travel here, and because Pathway pays for travel and pays for a hotel, and we want to put some of those guys to work here in New Mexico, Jordan, I'm committing to you that they will be first to be assigned to a game, and we'll make sure we get them on a field. And even after Pathway's not here, hey, I'm letting you guys know out there, if you guys have been trained by Protect the Game, Battles to Ball Fields, we will put you on the field in New Mexico. I am the person that handles all the tournaments that come through New Mexico with 505 Baseball, LLC. So we will put you guys to work, and I want you guys to be proud and wear that uniform that's provided to you by Protect the Game. So, Jordan, we have a couple of minutes here. I know you have a few words you'd like to say. Go ahead.
Well, I know you're talking about the patches and the hats as part of when they're done going through the training. We do give everybody a Protect the Game hat and then and a patch also that we ask them to wear on their shirt, and so significant that they've went through our training and that people do recognize they are military veterans, and we need to give back to these military veterans for everything they've done for us, for their country, keeping us safe, and now this is an opportunity for us to help them. And we love what we're doing. We have a lot of passion. We've been very fortunate with some of our trainings. Last week we were in Arizona, and a lot of the Major League umpires were there for spring training. And Nick Marley actually came out one of our nights,
nice.
spoke to the class, and then we were doing some just drills. It rained that night in Arizona somehow. It's not supposed to rain there, but it did. And so we the guys inside, and he literally took time and showing him plate mechanics and stuff, and I have a video of it. I'm just piecing it together now, and I'll use it at every training that I have. But Jim Evans also came out to a couple of our classes, so we've been lucky with just not the people we have training. Most of our guys we train have had minor league experience, so they've been through the Major League umpire school. We've had some Major League guys come out and help us too, which is just incredible.
Absolutely. One more time, the website is protectthegame.com. They're also on social media on Facebook, and you can follow them and message them. But protectthegame.com is the main website for any information. Contact them through the website. Jordan's always approachable, and he will answer any questions that you might have. And something that we didn't get to that I wanted to mention, but you guys also partner up with Officially Human, an organization, Bill, that is addressing the official abuse that is taking place on the courts, on the fields,
Everywhere. Yeah.
everywhere. So,
Yeah.
Officially Human will also be a part of this outing. Is that correct, Jordan?
Yes.
There you go.
Knowledge is power. Getting the word out about it. It helps a little bit for the people that actually have common sense. It should help. I don't think the parents quite understand the impact that they're having on these kids' lives when they misbehave out there, and we see it more and more. You know what I mean? Like you said, if you want to change it, be part of the solution, not the problem. Go out there, put on that uniform. Let's see what you got to do. You can't see everything. You can't be everywhere. It just can't happen. And in the end, it's a kid's game, and they're out there to have fun and learn social skills, how to behave, how to be part of a team. It's not about it's about we, it's about team, not just me. And when they get that mentality out of their brain, hopefully they'll understand it's about kids and growing this game. And thank God for you guys, helping our military as well. This organization's a win-win in the community. So I'm glad that it's nationwide and not just local, because you mentioned several states all around the country that you're going to be doing this in. So I'm hoping that you get more people after listening to this. And I know we're going to spread it with our military veterans so they can get a whole, some people want to help. They really do. And they need
it's
this.
amazing because I shared what was happening with the training on social media, my personal profile.
Page, yeah.
And I had a couple of New Mexico guys respond and comment, said, "Man, I wish I could make that, but I'm going to be doing this that weekend." So, they're going to know that there's more training going on, and I'm sure we're going to get some more veterans that to take a part of that training here from New Mexico. So, Jordan, thank you so much for joining us here on BGT TV and Biggs Golf Talk. Really appreciate your time, and I'm sure I'm going to talk to you, off the air, coming weeks and stuff like that. But you always count on me for the support that you need.
Well, John, I appreciate it, and thank you for taking the time. And we'll have to talk about getting a training there out there in the New Mexico area.
Absolutely. I could make that happen with the field and everything else. So
great.
All right.
Okay.
More coming your way right here on the Ignite Golf Network. We'll be right back.